And our live Team 2 coverage continues with investigative reporter Ashley Lincoln live in Athens. Ashley, you've been going through court documents all day. What have you learned?
Yeah, Linda, as you mentioned, we've been at the courthouse all afternoon going through documents. A critical piece of evidence, though, was taken by surveillance camera here at the intersection of Jackson and Clayton. In that video, you see both SUVs flying through this intersection. Again, it's all recorded on surveillance video.
Alcohol and speed does not mix when you're driving. That's a terrible, deadly combination.
Misdemeanor charges for reckless driving and drag racing are two consequences facing former UGA player Jaylen Carter.
Although he's charged with a misdemeanor now, once it gets over to the solicitor's office or to the district attorney's office, it can be upgraded to a felony.
Defense attorney Jackie Patterson, a former judge and prosecutor, thinks Carter's status with the football team determined the outcome of the initial charges.
And it is no doubt that if he was not a University of Georgia football player, he probably would be charged with felony vehicular homicide.
Athens police say Carter drove at a high rate of speed as he raced against UGA recruiter Chandler LaCroix, who had 3 passengers in her SUV. Both of their SUVs were seen on surveillance video 5 minutes before the crash. You see LaCroix stops at a stoplight in that black Ford Expedition, and Carter is behind LaCroix in a Jeep Cherokee Trackhawk.
They were UGA football players.
Police dispatch calls captured the moments witnesses realized the injured were UGA football players.
And Bryant Gant, who's on the coaching staff, is on his way out there.
Police say during their investigation, they learned Carter left the scene.
Careful, I got some Jaylen here.
He later returned, and Athens police say he gave false statements regarding his whereabouts at the time of the crash.
They could do a charge of what's called obstruction of a law enforcement officer by lying to the police.
Out of Ohio, 115-3051 should be on a black Jeep Cherokee.
Police confirmed Carter was driving a black Jeep Cherokee, the same SUV Carter signed a deal with an Ohio dealership to promote. Carter's Athens driving record reveals he was cited 3 times for traffic violations in Athens during the fall semester for speeding, parking in a handicapped zone, and excessive tinted windows. According to records, a UGA coach appeared on Carter's behalf at those hearings.
His status alone makes a difference in this case.
And for one of those citations, Carter was fined more than $1,000 for going 89 miles per hour in a 45 speed zone. Now, if those misdemeanor charges stick, he could face up to 12 months of probation. But if those charges are upgraded, he could face up to 15 years in prison. Live tonight in Athens, Ashley Lincoln, Channel 2 Action News.